Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. Today I'm going to talk about the Disney 100 year anniversary variants from Marvel Comics. Let's go. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. Today I wanted to talk about the Disney 100 year variants that are going to be coming out from Marvel. Kind of spoiling the suspense here, but I want to get straight to the point. So for me, I'm a huge FOMO guy. I'll buy like the flavor of the month variant if it's my favorite artist, simply because they're artists I like and they're doing the cover on them, not always necessarily because I like the cover. So I don't suggest that other people do that. If you're strictly looking for investments, if it's just, I do it because I like the art from those artists and I like to collect the things that they create. So it's great for my collection. But for those of you strictly looking for always a way to come up and flip and come out ahead, that is not the best way to do it. There is an outlier coming, though, I think. 2023 is the 100-year celebration of Disney. It's the 100th anniversary of Disney. Disney was founded in October of 1923. All year, each month, there will be special Marvel Comics variants released. These variants hit two huge collector markets, Disney and Marvel Comics. Massive collector markets, guys. If you think comic collectors buy crazy things, you should see the things that Disney collectors buy. It's insane, the sheer amount of memorabilia that they buy and the value it retains. It's a very stable collectible market with Disney, and it's a very dedicated group worldwide. Massive dedicated group, right? So first off, a few notes. These are the base variants. This is not me trying to convince you to buy from a specialty store for their special variant. I haven't made a deal with some comic shop who's purchased this art and is trying to sell it as their own variant. This is the basic variant direct from Marvel. From what I understand, I believe these are all just the B cover variants that you typically see on the stands every week. The art on these is really cool. The covers themselves are done by an Italian artist who's drawn Disney books for Italian publishers since like the 90s. I think that's a great touch. Again, it's going to give that little bit of extra appeal for those hardcore Disney collectors going forward. They're going to really appreciate that. The person who did these covers is actually the person who draws the Disney books typically in Italy, which is there's actually a big market there. A lot of Disney collectors are not going to care less. They couldn't care less about Rose Besch, your Artgerms, your Peach Momokos, your Brooks. They don't even care about Ross, right? Like they don't care about those artists. They care about the traditional Disney artists who are drawing the traditional Disney art and Disney comics. And so this just gives that added Disney pedigree for those long-term collectors. That isn't something that you necessarily have to care about the artist. Why I'm telling you that is because it means there's going to be a demand for these books long term for that reason, right? It's a whole separate group of collectors that are going to potentially want these books over time. The actual books announced so far will be issues of Amazing Spider-Man. They've only announced 3 of the 12. The first 3 covers announced are homages to Avengers, Fantastic Four, and Incredible Hulk. Each is done in a great Disney-style rendition with Mickey, Daisy, Minnie, Pluto, Donald, Goofy. If you haven't talked to your local comic shop yet about reserving a copy, do so at your earliest convenience. You want to get them before they sell out in case they do. I would say long-term, these books probably have a better chance of holding value than M&M Spider-Man variants, but that's just me. Give your local comic shop a call, see if they can set one aside for your collection. As someone who loves Disney and someone who loves comics, I'm pretty excited to pick all 12 of these up. Keep an eye out for these books. Hopefully you've enjoyed the covers scrolling by here on the screen as I've been talking. And we'll see what the other 9 are as they start coming out. And maybe we'll do a video later on down the road so we can all see what they look like together. Remember, if you like this content, remember to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side.